Hi, I'm Russell. I'm creating a YouTube channel where I'm going to talk about Pokemon cards that I'm going to send off and get graded and then try to sell them. Uh, the reason I'm going to do this is so that I can get up my drip views and so that I can live stream on that. So before I can get on drip, I have to have an established following. So I'm going to get on YouTube, and once that gets verified, I'm going to talk about Pokemon cards and whatever else pops in my head that day that I feel I need to get on my disabled soapbox for. I have cerebral palsy and I walk with a walker. I'm, I'm totally okay with that because I can get a better parking spot than everybody else. So, yeehaw. But I'm going to be talking about whatever and Pokemon cards because they're awesome. And also Lorcana cards, but I haven't sent any of those off to get graded because I haven't had anything truly epic on the packs that I've opened there yet where it's been like, yes! But we'll see what happens there. The first thing I'm going to work on, though, is Pokemon cards. I have found a couple things doing for online research, like that you can send off a card and get them cleaned up somewhere. So the first card I'm going to send off and get cleaned up is a legendary Charizard. I'm kind of excited slash freaked out to see where that thing's going to end up and to see what this card cleaning guy can do for me. Because if this guy can do a good as job as he advertises, the dollar amount value of this card will probably be pretty epic. So, first one I'm going to send off, and I took it out of its protective case just to see we can get a good photo, and that you can see that it's a genuine Pokemon card. I've done my due diligence to make sure this thing isn't a fake, but this is a legendary Charizard. Now, I'm going to get this thing back in the case before uh, something stupid happens. So just hang on for a second. And then I'm going to talk about the other ones I'm going to send off after I get the Charizard back. But this is the older Pokemon cards that I'm going to deal with because that's what I was introduced to back in the day. I just wish that I would have kept my Pokemon card collection from when I was younger. Give me a second here. My cerebral palsy fingers are being stupid. Just a second. There we go. Back in protective case. Everything's fine. Like I said, where I'm going to send the card first is the spot where it can get cleaned up and, for lack of a better term, restored. This is a guide that I discovered on Discord, and I'm going to send one card off to him and see how he does. And then after I get that card back, I'm going to send it off to Nash Cards, because if you send it to Nash Cards, they will fill out the form to get a card graded, and it just kind of cuts down on the stress level, and all you've got is a waiting game. And I'm okay with waiting game because if that Charizard comes back epic, bank, it would be great. So we'll see what happens. But another one that I'm going to be sending off is this Alakazam. At least from my experience of getting cards graded, it's been a little bit of a learning experience. And I've had to swallow a hard pill a couple times. My first attempt was a Dark Blastoise that came back as a PSA 6, which was okay because I made money. I made a profit, and that is key. But I just wish I would have discovered the Discord card restore guy before I sent off my Blastoise, because I think he could have done something with it. The other one that I'm kind of excited about because it looks in really good shape is this non-hollow Gengar. I think that thing's going to come back pretty epic, but I'm still also going to send it off to get cleaned up. Then I've got a dark Alakazam that I'm going to send off and get cleaned up. And I'm not going to do all these at once. Like I said, I'm just going to break things down because doing the grading thing can get a little steep sometimes. So you got to pace yourself. So be smart about it. Don't jump off the crazy cliff. And this is the Alakazam that looks really clean. And I guess my piece of advice, if you're going to buy cards off eBay to see if you can get a higher value out of them down the road, do your due diligence on what cards look like and the warning signs to look for to make sure you don't get a fake. Because it can happen to anybody. Hasn't happened to me yet, but it can happen to anybody. But the amount of research that I've had to do to make sure that I don't get my hand shut in a door, in a manner of speaking, is a lot. Then I have this Hollow Gengar that I'm going to send off and get graded. You can see what I paid for on that one, or at least what the sticker price was, but there's a spot that I go where I live that they gave me a Black Friday deal on more than one card, and I was extremely happy. And then you got this Mewtwo here that I think is really clean, but this is going to be one of those that I send off to the card restoration guy to see what he can do with it, and hopefully it comes back with a good condition and higher grade, and then I'm going to send them off to Nash Cards is where I'm going to send all these off to. So that's going to be my first round, and like I said, I'm not all going to be Pokemon cards. When the feeling suits me, or if I feel a need to, I will get up on my political soapbox, or I'll say news soapbox would be a better fit, because I am a neutral politician type. I don't necessarily agree with all parties because both sides have screwed up, but I'll only get on that soapbox when I feel the need to. Most of this is going to be Pokemon cards so I can get my views up and then get on drip. And then we'll go from there, because that's when you get to really have fun with selling cards online and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, this is my first video just to make sure I can get things to work right. There will be more to come, and you will see my smiling face. Hi. Maybe I'll do a non-recording me thing once I get the video editing thing figured out. We'll see. But you guys have a good day, and hopefully I get some views off this. Have a good one. Help me get on drip. Have a good day. Bye.